So hello and welcome guys, welcome to our channel SLR the Universal Hub. I'm hoping you and your family are in good health. So today in this video we are going to talk about proto and prototype in JavaScript. What is the difference between them, and understanding these two concepts, how will you able to improve in your day-to-day coding standard and your programming. So without further delay, let's first talk about what is the main difference between proto and prototype. So the proto keyword is attached to every object in the JavaScript, instead the root object, and the root object is the topmost object which is inherited by all the descendant object. Let me show you with example first. If you declare an object like this, then it will automatically contain the proto property. Using that proto property in JavaScript, you can access the parent method as well. So let me explain you a little bit of kind of example how this work. For example, you have a base object like shape that is containing the property length, and for the circle object you are inheriting that property of shape object. And when you try to access the length property from the circle uh, object which you have made, and it doesn't contain the length property, then it will automatically try to look up out to the higher ancestor level using that proto. So that's how you can access the methods and properties of higher level object using the pro in JavaScript. So let me show you with example. So here we got the higher up object properties here, which is containing the constructor, define, getter, define, setter properties as a function as well. And so now let's move forward with the prototype. So what is a prototype and how it is different from proto? So the prototype will only be associated with the constructor method of a function. So if you are initializing any class or function using the new keyword, then it will have automatically the prototype property, which will be reference to the constructor property of that particular function. And let me demonstrate that in front of you. So now here we created two objects. The first one is simple object like we create using the curly braces, and the second one is using the new keyword. So let's see what is the difference between the two. In this person, there are only going to be proto property using which you can access the higher level methods as well. So as you are seeing, I assigned the get age function to the prototype of the person. Let us create the third variable person3 using the new keyword, and let us see does that particular object has the method get age in it. we can explicitly make one object to has access to the property of other object as well. So previously I created object person1 and person2. Person1 was a simple object like we create using the curly braces, and the person2 was created using the new keyword. So now let me make the person1 object be able to access the properties of person2 as well. So we can do this by so we have given the right to the object person1 to have access to the properties of person2. Let us see what we got here. So when we try to access the properties of person2, which were I think name and age, let's see, are we able to access those properties using the object person1? Here we explicitly make person1 to be able to access the properties of person2 object using the set property of method of object. Here we are getting the correct value here. So now let's do it vice versa. Instead of person1, let explicitly make person2 be able to access the properties of person1. So as you are seeing, after explicitly making the person2 object be able to access the parameter values of person2, we successfully demonstrated that in front of you. So the person2 got its value, this age 35 and name hello. And let's see where we got the property of person1 object, which was a count, like count1. And let us look inside the prototype. So as you are seeing, we got the that particular property of object person1 inside this prototype. So when you try to access the property this count1, it will first try to look up into the that particular object if it does contain that particular property, or else it will move to the or else it will try to find that particular property in the prototype of that object. So this is all the basic concept you need to know about the proto and prototype in JavaScript. Proto is contained by almost every object except the root level object, and the prototype is only associated with the constructor functions. So whenever you create any class or functions object using the new keyword, it will be automatically assigned with the property of prototype. Using that property, you can update the behavior of your class or function. And if you create new object using the new keyword after updating the behavior of that class or function, then that new object will also have that updated behavior inside it. So thank you guys. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel and also press the bell icon, and also share this video to your friends.